Facebook advertising. It's not what you think. Hi, my name's Ben Gothard, and I'm a serial entrepreneur, an author, and podcaster. And today, I want to take you by the hand and lead you through the wonderful world of Facebook advertising. Now, Facebook is something that a lot of people talk about, and a lot of people use buzzwords like funnels and pixels and sales cycles and retargeting and all these different things, but very few people actually know what it is and how to use it effectively for business. And today, I want to take you through a very high-level strategic approach to Facebook advertising. Now, you're going to come away from this understanding how to structure a proper sales funnel leveraging Facebook. You're going to understand how to utilize Facebook to feed your entire business. You're going to learn how to use simple math in order to build a very scalable business. And we're going to talk about how to use Facebook in conjunction with other types of marketing in order to fully maximize the effectiveness of your Facebook efforts. You see, a lot of people think that Facebook is a silver bullet. They think that Facebook is a cure-all, but it's just not. It is a tool that people skilled in the trade can use to grow their business. Now, am I saying that Facebook's ineffective? Absolutely not. I have spent tens of thousands of dollars personally on the platform, and my team collectively has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on the platform for both my businesses and my clients. And we have reached hundreds of thousands of new customers. Now, if you use Facebook as a tool and not as a cure-all, it can do some incredible things for your business. However, if you try to use Facebook as a cure-all, where it is basically doing every part of your business, and it's the thing that you're leaning on entirely for every aspect of your business, it's just not going to work like you think it will. You see, a lot of people think that they can just hire an expert or guru, and that guru can find some hyper-targeted audience, and instantly and immediately they're gonna just be rich overnight. And I'm here to tell you that that's just not realistic. And I'm never gonna be the guy that tells you what you want to hear. I'm gonna be the guy instead, and this actually makes me unpopular among certain internet marketers that try to take advantage of business owners. But I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm going to share with you the realistic story. I'm going to give you the facts about Facebook advertising, and I'm going to pull back the curtain, and I'm going to show you everything that you need to know in order to leverage Facebook for your business. Now, why Facebook? Well, Facebook is one of, if not the most advanced marketing engines of our time. You see, we as users of the Facebook platform volunteer our information. We volunteer our personal information in order to fill out our profiles, in order to use the platform how we want to use it. Now, Facebook is brilliant because they are saving all that data. They're compiling all that data, and they're using that data to allow marketers like myself to hyper target customers. You see, we, the users of Facebook, become the targets of advertisements for marketers like myself. So, Facebook is brilliant because it encourages users to submit information that allows the Facebook platform to get smarter and more effective at delivering advertisements. And when we're filling out all these different pieces of information, we are making Facebook smarter day by day. And on the other side, on the marketing side, as we are investing into the platform to show our ads to the people, the users of Facebook, we are giving Facebook the data that it needs to get smarter. So on both sides of the spectrum, the user side and the marketer side, Facebook is learning and Facebook is getting more effective. Now, Facebook has over 22% of the world's population on there. So we already know it's the most advanced marketing engine on the planet, and now we know that 2 out of every 7 people on the entire planet Earth are using Facebook. Now, if you think about that in terms of reality, there are still a lot of countries out there that do not have widespread internet use. So, of the total available people that have internet, a significant majority of those people are on Facebook. A significant amount of people are on Facebook. And it is only growing. It is only growing. So, we know that it's the most advanced marketing engine, and we know that it has the most people of any other social media platform on the planet, of almost any other website on the planet. So our customers are there, and we can reach them. Now the only thing left to do is to figure out how to work the platform. So before I dive into the specifics of Facebook, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, so that you know that I'm somebody that has your best interest in mind, and that I'm somebody who you can trust to learn about Facebook advertising from. My name is Ben Gothard, and I've been an entrepreneur since December of 2014. You see, back then I didn't know that business was my calling, but I had 2 conversations that would change my life forever. The first was with my roommate, Trey. He called and asked me if I would help him sell t-shirts. The second was with my father. He called me and asked if I would help him market his law practice that he is the owner of on social media. He asked if I'd be his intern. I told them both I'd love to help out, but don't hire me, hire my company. They said, "What are you talking about? You don't have a company." And I said, "I know I don't. Not yet, but I will." And that is how I started on the journey of entrepreneurship. Now, about a year and a half later, July 3rd of 2016, I published a book, my first book, CEO at 20, A Little Book for Big Dreams. And the message of that book was that anybody, doesn't matter if it's me or you or Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg, we all have the same opportunities on this planet. We all have the same 24 hours, we all have the same global population to work with, and we all have dreams. You see, my first company was a social media marketing company. And the reason I like marketing is because I get to help other business owners and other businesses help people. And I'm very picky about who I work with, because I'm in the business of helping people turn their dreams into reality. Whether it be through my marketing agency, whether it be through my books, or whether it be through my show, my podcast, Project Egg, which stands for Entrepreneurs Gathering for Growth. I've had the pleasure of interviewing extraordinarily successful people like Patrick Bet-David, Pat Flynn, Kim Garst, Ryan Stewman, Nicholas Kuzmich, Ivan Meisner. The list goes on of people who I've been fortunate enough to meet and connect with and help share their stories with entrepreneurs around the globe. Everything that I do is geared towards helping other people, helping you turn your dreams into reality. And today, the vehicle that I want to use in order to help you turn your dreams into reality is Facebook. Now, let's jump into the platform. Let's talk about Facebook advertising and how we can actually leverage that to improve our businesses, to grow our bottom line, to get more customers. Well, the first thing we need to do is understand and commit to making the platform work for us. Because if we go about this with the wrong mindset, the improper mindset, then it's not going to work. And if we don't approach this and see it for what it is, we're going to get frustrated and quit before we see the results. You see, as I've been saying, Facebook is a tool. Facebook is a tool that people skilled in the trade can use to grow businesses. Facebook is a sophisticated customer acquisition tool. So if we're in the mindset that we can use Facebook to grow our businesses and that it will work with the appropriate strategies and the appropriate amount of time devoted to the platform to let it grow and let it build and let it start producing results, we can absolutely profit by using Facebook. So let's talk about how to do that. And the first step is purpose. That's right. The first step is purpose. You see, just as you have a purpose in life, just as your business has a purpose of existence, you getting on Facebook, you creating a Facebook presence, that needs to have a purpose too. You see, without a purpose, you're going to be wandering aimlessly across the social media ethos. Without a purpose, you're just going to be donating to Facebook philanthropy. And believe me, they do not need the charity. Without a clearly defined purpose that's consistent with your brand, you are not going to see the results that you want to see. Now, you may be saying, Ben, we came here to hear a talk about Facebook advertising. Stop talking to us about purpose. Now, what I would challenge you to think of and think about as we talk about Facebook advertising is to think about what we're actually trying to accomplish here as far as customer acquisition. Because I'm going to make an assumption that we all want more customers for our business, and that if Facebook could bring us more customers, then we would be happy. That would be good. That would be a successful use of the tool. So if we're going for customer acquisition, we need to give our customers a reason to be acquired by us. We need to give our customers a reason to engage with our brand on social media. Because people are not just going to line up and say, hey, let me buy your product. They may have it one time, and they may in other circumstances, but on Facebook, they're not. People are on Facebook to see photos of their friends, connect with their family, and look at funny cat videos. That being said, if we can attach a purpose to what we do on Facebook, if we can align our brand's presence on social media with our greater purpose, that is how we can attract people to our brand. And that is how we can disrupt their pattern of talking to their friends, liking their family posts, saying congratulations on a birthday. That's how we can disrupt their pattern and get them to pay attention to our brand. Because what we're doing on Facebook here is we are buying attention. We're buying attention in the hopes that something will resonate in our ad, something will resonate with the customer enough to where they will click or do something, engage in some way that is meaningful, and that we can then take that conversation and we can escalate that and bring them into our ecosystem. But if there's no reason for the customer to do that, if there's no reason that it's attracting them to your brand, if there is no purpose for them to click on your advertisement, then they're not going to. So the reason I say we need to start with our big purpose, our big idea up here, is that we need to give our customers something to rally behind. We need to give them something that is bigger than themselves that they are going to want to be a part of. Because when we do that for them and we give them that, then it not only that when we give them that purpose, when we give them that reason, that why, then we allow them to engage with us on a level that's meaningful to them, and we are giving them a reason to share, whether that be sharing with their friends, whether that be sharing with their colleagues, sharing with their family. If we give them a strong enough purpose, something that they would love to click on and love to engage with and love to learn more about, and it's even more powerful than that because it's such a big purpose, they're not only going to engage, but they're going to like, comment, and share. And I'll tell you this, when you can use your paid Facebook advertising to spur a viral ad, then you are going to make a ton of money. And you're going to be able to help a lot of people, more importantly. But you're also going to be able to see the ROI of your advertising and make a serious profit. But we need to give people a reason. We need to give people a why, a purpose. So, let me give you an example. When I'm doing advertising on Facebook for my podcast, Project Egg, I want people to register for my events. I want people to engage with me. I want people to join my email list. I want people to enter my ecosystem so that I can provide to them as much value as possible, and occasionally recommend different courses, tools, software, etc. to help improve their lives. Now, every single piece of marketing material that I put out into the ethos, into the social media ethos onto Facebook, every piece of marketing material that I put out, behind it is a greater purpose. And that purpose is to help people turn their dreams into reality. So when people click on something of mine, they're not clicking for me, they're clicking for them. And they're clicking because they realize that I'm trying to give them value, and that I'm trying to give them something greater than what I'm asking for in return, which is typically an email address. And so because I'm giving them something of serious value, in return I'm asking for something of less value to them, less perceived value, their email address, for example, that is something that they want to do. That is something that they're like, wow, this is a great deal for me. I want to do it. I'm attracted to this brand because this guy or this brand is looking out for me, and I like that. I'm attracted to that. I want to turn my dreams into reality. I want to accomplish all the things in my life that I've set out to accomplish. And this person's going to help me do that. So if you are giving them a reason, then they are going to be able to engage with you on a much higher level. Therefore, your advertising is going to be much more effective. Now, to put this purpose idea to rest one final time, I want to give you a scenario, a fictitious scenario, and ask you which one you would choose. Now, let's say there's a weightlifting competition. And in this weightlifting competition, there's a gentleman who bodybuilds as a hobby. He just wants to stay in shape. He wants to lift. He wants to go to the gym. He wants to, get stronger. And he's entering this competition to just do it, just because. Caveat: the competition has $1 million prize to it. So this guy, the first guy, thinks, okay, that's great. I might win $1 million, but I'm mostly doing this for myself. It's just a hobby. Let's do it. The second person, the second applicant, this person desperately needs that money. Why? Because his sister is in the hospital and she desperately needs to have an operation to save her life, but his family cannot afford it. And so he is training every single day, every single night. He's on a strict diet regimen. He's doing everything that it takes in order to make sure that he wins, because he's trying to save his sister's life. His purpose is to save his sister's life, and the first applicant's purpose is to just enter a competition because it's cool. Now, who would you put your money on to win that competition? That is the importance of purpose. That is the difference between a purpose-filled marketing campaign on Facebook and a let me see if I can make some money campaign on Facebook. That is what your customers can see through. That is exactly what will resonate with people on Facebook. So now let's move on to the next most important aspect of Facebook advertising, which is your mission. Now you might be saying, Ben, seriously, the purpose thing, that's cool, but we're here to learn about Facebook advertising. Why are we talking about mission? Because your mission is the practical application of your purpose. Your purpose is this big goal up here. Your purpose is this big concept, this big idea. It's to end, just to help educate children, to end child trafficking, to help save somebody's life, to donate to cancer research. There's some huge purpose, okay? And this is the purpose of your organization, the purpose of you. It needs to be consistent. The mission are the actual things that you want to accomplish, the big goals that you want to accomplish that will help you achieve your purpose. So let's say that your purpose is to help fight cancer by supporting cancer research centers. Your goal could be, okay, in 5 years we want to donate $5 million. That is a mission. That is a specific, actionable goal that you can accomplish that will help further your purpose. You can have multiple goals. You can have one goal, but you need to have a specific goal, because that goal is the practical application of the purpose. And if you think about your customers on Facebook, telling them, hey, support cancer research, that's powerful. But you need to give them a way to do it that makes sense for them. You need to give them the ability to engage with you and the ability to enter your ecosystem that makes sense for them. Some people might call this an offer. Some people might call this a tripwire offer or a lead magnet or something, or freebie. But this mission is a practical application of your purpose. So the mission is, the purpose is the big idea. The mission is how people will help you execute that idea. How your customers can work with you together to achieve this purpose. They can work with you to accomplish this goal, to achieve this purpose. And so if we think about it, on Facebook, if you just have this big, fluffy idea of a purpose, but you don't have any way for your customers to specifically take action and achieve that purpose, then you're not going to be able to be successful on Facebook. So that's why your mission is so important, because you need to give people a practical way to accomplish that purpose. You've attracted them with the purpose. You've attracted them with the big idea. Now we're getting them excited and we're getting them engaged with our mission. Now we're giving them a way to participate in this overall mission, which is going to achieve this purpose. So, when you're on Facebook and you're choosing a campaign objective, for example, you would need to know what your specific objective is for that specific campaign. And what better to define your objective than your mission. You see, if we start with the big high-level strategy, the smaller details of the Facebook platform itself, that becomes it takes care of itself. That becomes self-fulfilling. It will work to take care of itself once you identify and solve and create these bigger, higher level ideas. Once you have them, that information trickles down, and that informs your details. That informs your decision making later down the road in Facebook. So we took care of our purpose. We've taken care of our mission or missions. You can have multiple campaigns, each for a different mission. Now let's talk about our plan. Now our plan is how we're going to accomplish our mission, which will help us achieve our purpose. And you may be saying, Ben, this is the third time you're doing this to us. We're really getting sick and tired of this. Tell us how to run Facebook ads. I'm telling you, this is the key. This plan that you're going to need to create. I'm going to tell you how in a second. This plan informs all of the details of the Facebook advertising campaign. So if you're familiar with the platform, this will make all of that make sense. If you're unfamiliar with the platform, that's fine. I will help you brush up on it to make sure that you understand it all. So the plan is how we're going to accomplish our mission. Now, if our mission is 5 million in 5 years, going back to the cancer example, the cancer research example, then in 4 years, we need 4 million. And in 3 years, we need 3 million. And in 2 years, we need 2 million. So what I'm saying is we need to take our big goal and we need to reverse engineer smaller, more actionable goals. We need to break it down to where we know what we need to be accomplishing tomorrow in order to achieve our goals 5 years from now. Now, why is that important for Facebook advertising? Well, if you know about Facebook, then you know what an ad set is. But if you don't, let's talk about it. There's 3 levels to a Facebook ad. There's a campaign, there's an ad set, and there's the actual ad. The campaign is where you define your objective. That's your mission. Your ad set is where you define who you're showing your ad to. You define how much you're going to spend, over what period of time, and where your customers are going to see it. Meaning either on Facebook or on Instagram or various places like that. The ad is what your customers actually see. So the ad set is where these big details, or these medium to small size details rather, that's where they need to be taken care of. And so if we know that our plan is to raise $5 million in 5 years, and we know how much we need to spend or how much we need to make per day, that informs our budget. If we know that we need to raise $5 million from people in the United States, that informs our targeting. If we know that the people most likely to donate are people who are aged 40 and over in certain cities, that informs our targeting. That gives us a better idea of who we should tell Facebook to show our ads to. You see, Facebook is a tool. And what we, at a high level, what we're telling the tool to do is we're saying, we want you to accomplish this specific objective, that's the campaign. We want you to accomplish it within these certain parameters, that is the ad set, and we're going to need you to show, and we're going to need you to use this specific set of imagery and words and this link. That's the ad. So the big idea for the plan is to inform what we need to do on the ad set level to create a very effective campaign. And if we understand what our purpose is, to then tell us what our mission needs to be, and then we plan out how we're actually going to accomplish that mission. We're going to figure out the people we need to show it to, how many people we need to show it to per day, how much we can spend, how much we need to make. All of these things we're figuring them out in our plan. And we can dial that into Facebook, and we can set certain parameters that are the most effective for what we're trying to accomplish. And then we're going to move on to the ad level. We've just taken care of our campaign, and we've taken care of our ad set. Now let's go to the ad level. This ad level is where we're showing people certain images, certain words, and a specific call to action. Now, the images, what's going to tell us what to put there? I think you already know the answer to that. Our purpose. Whatever we're trying to accomplish, that is going to tell us what sort of imagery we need to use. We need to be consistent with our brand. We need to get across the message that we're trying to get across. The big message, hey, we're trying to fight cancer. Portray an image that lets people know that that is what we're trying to accomplish. The words, same exact thing. We know from our mission and our plan and our purpose who we're trying to talk to, what we need to tell them, and what we want them to do. Let's just communicate that to them via the written word. That's what your copy is going to be. That's what your ad is going to say. And the specific call to action, well, that's our mission. We're just inviting people to participate. It doesn't have to be complicated. It does not have to be technical. It does not have to be something that we need to struggle with here, because Facebook advertising is an extension of what we are doing in real life. And if we're not taking what we're actually doing, the actual good, and using that on Facebook, if we're just trying to use Facebook to sell nothing, then it's not going to work. But if we have real things, if we have our purpose and our mission, and if we have our plan, then we just use Facebook to accomplish what we're already accomplishing at a much faster level, at a much more accelerated pace. I think of Facebook as the kerosene. I think of your purpose and your mission and your plan. That's the firewood. That's the good stuff. That's the heart of it. Facebook is the kerosene, and marketers like myself are the match. You see, we douse all that good wood, all of that strong foundation that you've created. We douse that in kerosene, which is Facebook. We apply Facebook to that, and we set it off. That is how you run an effective Facebook campaign. That is how you make Facebook work for you. Don't try to use Facebook as your business. Let your business use Facebook to grow. Now, there are some technical aspects of Facebook that can be difficult. And if you don't want to figure those out, then you can work with me. I will help. Even if we decide that it doesn't make sense to work together, I'll help you figure out what you need to do in order to take your use of Facebook to the next level. But I would also love to have a conversation about potentially helping you out, potentially working together. And if we decide that we are a good fit, then I know we'll crush it. But I'm only at the point in my business where I want to work with dream clients. So let's have a conversation and see if it makes sense for us to take this to the next level. Let's see if it makes sense for me to help you douse that firewood in kerosene and light that match. So you can email me at ben@apex.io, ben@apexx.io. You can also go to apex.io/strategy. That's apexx.io/strategy, STRAGEDY. No, STRADEGY, strategy. STRATEGY, strategy. So, do not hesitate, because you watch this entire video, you watch this entire workshop, I'm going to let you get into my calendar for free. I'm going to let you book a time in my calendar. Use the apex.io/strategy. Hopefully you can spell better than I can on the fly, and book a time with me. Let's talk through some ways that we can, make Facebook work for you and build out a fully custom funnel for you, and let's make it happen. So I will talk to you very soon. I'm in the business of helping people turn their dreams into reality, and I want to help you. And I will stop at nothing to make sure that your dreams get turned into reality. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon.